I cannot win for losing. It's like it's just drama after drama. I'm just tired of it. It's Gramz Young in the back and I'm full effect. I say I'm back and I'm full effect. I said I'm back. I said I'm back. I said I'm back. I'm back, y'all. What's good? Y'all see my hair? That's length right there. Oh my God, the battery dying. Oh my God. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Y'all, when I say I cannot win for losing, like literally, like I cannot catch a break for nothing, y'all. It's like it's just drama after drama. I'm just tired of it. It's just the everlasting drama. The goddamn saga continues. It's just crazy. Like, okay, y'all, so if you follow us on the main channel, Lily and Gramz, if you don't, you need to go do it right now. Link down below. Go ahead and click that and subscribe. Now, Lily has been vlogging. I haven't been vlogging much on that channel because I've been working. And she explained, you know what I'm saying, I went back to work because it's stacking season for us. Around this time, it's school coming back in. And around this time, birthdays is rolling around. My and Bryce's birthday is a week apart at the end of August. Then right after that is Lily's birthday. And y'all know every year I do it big for her. And every year I try to do it bigger than it was last year. So it involves me getting back on grind mode and stacking. So she explained all of that. Now I'm explaining to you that I've been working. That job wasn't paying much of nothing at all. But it was the first place that, you know, wanted to start me immediately. So me being in grind mode, I'm like, yeah, let me hop on this. Let's take advantage of this. But I knew that I was gonna do that until something that was offering way more than what he was offering come along, which it did. So I stopped working because, for one, today would have been the day that I went back to work. It's August the 2nd. Lily was supposed to have surgery July the 25th. I requested July the 25th off up until August the 2nd, which is today. So that means I would have been off of work. I was off the schedule. But in the midst of all that, I wanted to give my supervisor a heads up while he got me off the schedule that I won't be returning to work. I've already accepted something that is paying much higher. And there's no need for me to be wasting time working for a company that's not paying me enough. When I'm here for the money. I'm not here to become a family. I'm not here to become CEO of nobody else's company if it ain't my own. You know what I'm saying? So that is my thought process before I explain to y'all what the hell just went on today. So, not to mention, I've been working there since the last week of June. No, the first day of July. I worked there a full month, basically. And I started working there like the week before they were supposed to get paid. So I ended up having to put like a week in a hole before I got my first check. So my first check, I was missing 8 hours. Now I already told you the job don't even pay that much anyway. I can't speak for everybody else, the other employees, my other co-workers, my old former co-workers. I can't speak for how much they make. I'm talking for myself. So if any of my old co-workers, because I know y'all watch our YouTube, I'm not bashing y'all pay rate, because y'all accept what y'all want to accept and I accept what I want to accept. You know what I'm saying? So this is not to disrespect y'all. However, I was missing 8 hours on that check. I told my supervisor, I noticed it after I got paid. So I told my supervisor, I was like, hey, I'm missing 8 hours. He was like, all right, I'll get it fixed. So now today is the day I get paid my second check. And this would have been a full check. And let me give you guys a little background info on that. I already told you this job wasn't even paying me a lot. But I worked 11-hour shifts. I was working from like 8 to 7 for the last week and a half. I did like 5 shifts that was like 8 to 7, and the rest of them were like 11 to 7. Like, I didn't do nothing less than 8 hours. So I know my second check would have been a nice looking, decent check. Why I get paid this morning, y'all, and my check look exactly like my first check? Trash. In my first check, I only worked like 3-4 days a week on my first check. I was doing nothing less than nothing less than 8-hour shifts. And I went in on a day that I was off. One of those days. I've been trading in a lot of time for a little bit of money. But me, I try to be professional. Me personally, if somebody's money is messed up, I know how important it is how people do work to get a check so they can pay bills. So the last thing I'm gonna do is be smart, like catch an attitude when somebody's asking me about a mistake I've made. What about I got into it with my supervisor, former supervisor, y'all. He getting smart with me. All I'm asking is what happened? How did you drop the ball not once, but twice? Not to mention, y'all, last week, a week before time was up, when I noticed that one of my punches was missing, a whole day pay was missing on this check, I printed out my hours, stapled that, printed out the schedule, stapled that, circled what's missing, showed him what is right, put it all on one pamphlet, gave it to him. This is a week before we were supposed to get paid. I told him, like, hey, this is messed up. He was like, okay, yeah, I got you. Even the day he was supposed to send payroll in. So I texted him, like, don't forget those 16 hours that's missing. He said, you know what, I'm actually working on it right now. Y'all, I'm gonna read you this text message conversation. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm gonna read my part, what I said, and I'm gonna read what he said. You tell me, after I just explained to you everything, you tell me where we went wrong. If it was my fault or if it was his fault. Let's see. All right, y'all. See, at this point, since this is the second time he's messed up on my check, and this is only my second check, I'm not gonna be as patient with you as I was the first time I was. Because I've already stated, I've printed out paperwork that proves that I was at work. I printed out the schedule that you made and circled it and showed you that was a day I was supposed to work. I printed out the error that was on the paper to show you that this is an error. I done told you about my first check that's missing the 8 hours that you didn't even put on this check. So at this point, it's like you're failing me all the way around. But what I did do for you is I worked those hours you put on the schedule and some. I even came in on the day that I was off. At this point, what it looked like and what it feel like to me is that I'm doing all of this for you, but you ain't even taking what I need and what's owed to me, rightfully owed to me, serious. You know what I'm saying? Let me read you the text message. First, let me read you the text message I sent the day that he was gonna be doing payroll. This is Monday. 12:14 p.m. Hey, good afternoon. Just hitting you up to remind you not to forget to correct the missing 16 hours on this check. Working on that. This is him working on that right now. All right, I sent back a heart. That was our last conversation. So this is today. Now that I wake up, I check my bank account and I see that my check is little as hell, but all I can remember is all the time that I put in. My check is messed up again. What's going on? He texts back, let me look at it, I got you. At this point, that was the first thing you said on my first check, because you got me. But you still ain't even fixed the first check. Now we're on the second check and there's the same error. Now how I'm gonna believe that you got me and we're in the same predicament, we're in the same situation from the first time. So I texted him, I was like, I'm supposed to have 78 hours at the minimum. Those 16 hours that you told me you corrected is missing. This is his response. The extra hours from a previous check comes as a separate check for correct taxing and hours, so they can be calculated from that time and give due overtime. My response was, but the other 8 hours that's missing would have been on this check. He said, I don't see 8 hours that's on this check that's missing. Did you not clock in and out? I need the date so I can verify. Didn't I just tell y'all that I printed it out, handed him the paper copy. Even though everything is done electronically these days, I gave him the paper proof, and he's still acting like he ain't looking at that. I said, I stapled it to a paper and handed it to you week before payday to prevent this from happening. July 16th, my punches didn't get recorded. I punched in and out. You have cameras to confirm that as well. When will I have my money? I didn't call him no names, didn't get disrespectful. At this point, I'm just impatient because he's not giving me direct answers and he's not answering the question. So he responds back, precisely, I do. Those punches were added and it's called systems have glitches. It's an easy fix and can be handled. If it's that easy, why are we still having a problem from last month? Sorry, let me keep reading his. Let me start from the top, because this just gets me mad reading it all over again. Precisely I do. Those punches were added and it's called system have glitches. It's an easy fix and can be handled. I've been nothing but nice and had to work around again being short-staffed due to you leaving without notice, which put the company in a bind. So it has caused me extra work. I will have it rectified and completed to you by the end of the business day on Monday. Thank you and have a nice day. I'm gonna point out what triggered me in that text message. The fact he's saying that he don't see where the eight hours is missing, which means that you didn't think that my problem that I brought to you was a problem. You didn't even think, if you didn't see that, you should have been like, Erica, even though this paperwork you gave me, it still don't say that your 8 hours are missing. Why would you keep leading me on? If you don't see the 8 hours, why would you have me thinking that I'm gonna see it on this check? That just lets me know you never checked to fix my work. You never even took the time to fix it, but you told me you had me on Monday. But we're having the same conversation Friday. So my response was, because now he's blaming me, and I just told y'all that I would have been on vacation till today. So how did I make you short-staffed if I was off this whole week anyway? You would have had to find somebody to work for me because you gave me off up until today. So how me not being at work this past week on the days that you gave me off caused you a problem not to fix my check? Don't it sound like somebody is being vindictive here? Oh. So my response was, for one, I was scheduled off till August the 2nd if I would have stayed, sir. So what's going on in your office has nothing to do with me. You were short-staffed because you were taking staff from your Chattanooga office and got them working in Knoxville, which also has nothing to do with me, my guy. Those punches weren't added because I'm sitting here looking at my hours that I printed off with the errors, and it's exactly what I got paid for, meaning nothing got changed. So don't get smart with me, because this is only my second check, and it's the second time you messed up on my hours. If you weren't salary, you would be mad too if they messed up on your check. So let's keep this professional, because I have yet to come at you the way I would have came at somebody else. Oh, so I didn't call him no name, but I did have to redirect him to take accountability, because for one, I had nothing to do with the way your schedule is done. That's the point of you being a supervisor. Supervisors make schedules. So because you didn't have somebody fill in for me when I was going to be off regardless, you're saying that's the reason why you're not paying me? Sounds like a lawyer needs to be involved, but we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to give him until Monday like he said, because I'm tired of being professional with somebody that's being unprofessional. Like, this whole situation right here has being vindictive written all over it, being spiteful written all over it. So he responds, not getting smart, and to correct you, I am not salary and do not get paid for half the hours I actually work. No, you are correct. What goes on in my office is none of your concern. So why did you bring that up from the beginning? Why did I have to clear that up, that it wasn't my concern? Because you shouldn't have brought it up. Sounds like somebody's being very unprofessional and doesn't know how to handle an employee that has concerns. For one, he was supposed to be empathizing and sympathetic with the fact that I'm missing money, because you don't understand and you don't know what bills that I had to put off. Not that's what happened, but you don't know if I had bills that I had to put off. What if I owe somebody that had a gun to my head and the money that's missing is the money that you refused to pay me? You know what I'm saying? You're not taking my situation serious at all. All you worried about is you and yours, but you wasn't worried about that when I was coming and doing overtime. You wasn't worried about that when I was doing these 11-hour shifts and I wasn't getting, and I'm not even getting paid what I'm okay with being paid. He said your original request off was accommodated for, and then you changed it, but you still gave me off. I switched the days that I was gonna be off, y'all. I said I was gonna be off at the beginning of July, but Lily didn't have her surgery. So I was like, can I switch it to here, to this date, July the 25th to August the 2nd. And he sent the text message back, oh my God, you don't know how much that's helping me that you're staying an extra week. And he gave me these days off because he had the availability. I had to, obviously he knew what he was doing when he gave me those days off, but now it's biting me in the ass. Not fair. But anyways, he said, I again stated you will have this corrected and a check will be in the mail to your address on file by the close of Monday. Have a good day. So I went up to the job this morning and I went and printed off those hours again, and I did the math, and I sent him a message. I said the missing 8 hours from July the 16th would have put me in overtime. That overtime money I am expecting to see on that check. Case closed. You won't hear nothing else from me. But this just goes to show y'all, people can be ignorant. These days, people are walking around with titles that don't even belong to them. Like, if you're a supervisor, one thing that you would need to show is empathy, compassion, and understanding for your employees and your customers. You gotta treat your customers the same way you treat your employees. You gotta treat your employees the same way you treat your customers. Like, you gotta treat people with respect. And the fact that he's trying to make it seem like this is all my fault when I've taken every step possible to prevent from having this conversation we're having today. Like, I just feel like I can't win for losing because I choose to be professional, because and you know what, that's not even gonna make me change my ways. Like, I'm gonna keep being the same person I am, even though situations can alter the way I feel, but it's gonna make me remain who I am. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense to y'all. Like, it's crazy how people can just not give a damn about a person. Like, he don't know what I got going on. You don't know what I needed to pay. You didn't care, and you didn't even acknowledge that. Like, nothing in this text message, none of these text messages say, oh, Erica, like, my bad, that's definitely a mistake on my end. Even though systems do have glitches, I'm gonna take responsibility for that. And I know we talked about this last week and the week before that. I dropped the ball again. I'm gonna make sure it's done. I'm gonna make it, and then he didn't even admit to take it. He didn't offer take a extra step or go on that extra mile to get me to trust that he's gonna fix it for me even by Monday. In no way in hell you supposed to be starting an argument with somebody that you are cheating out of money. If anything, if it was an honest mistake, you would have handled it like it was a mistake and you didn't mean to do it. But everything, his actions, what he's saying, it sounds like he meant to do that. I'm gonna inconvenience her since she inconvenienced me. This whole situation has that written all over it. His action shows that's exactly how he feels about this. All because he didn't take the time to apologize for his mistake, not once. That's crazy. Like, people are evil and they're ignorant. You can go a mile for somebody and they won't even move an inch for you when it's time to return that favor. It's crazy. I hope that, you know what I'm saying, y'all not like that. If some of my subscribers are like that, I hope this is a wake-up call. If you care anything about me and how I feel, I hope this is a wake-up call for you guys to change your ways as well. Because it ain't good to be like that, crossing people that you barely even know. I can imagine what you're doing for the people you do know. Like, I could easily place a call to his boss and tell him what I seen going on at the job. But I don't like playing with people's money, and I don't like people playing with mine. But you get what I'm saying. You see where this is headed. You know what I'm saying? I can't win for losing. I swear I can't. And the retrograde is over. So it ain't me being rude and not being understanding. That's out the question. It's not me. I know it's not me. But if you guys listen to what I read off, the text messages I read to you. Tell me who went wrong. Because me personally, I don't feel like I went wrong. Only time I got a taint of aggressive is when he approached me as if it was my fault. I got a little bit aggressive, but I know there's people right now that would have been like, look bitch, like, and would have spazzed on him. I know there's people that would have pulled up to the job and put him in a chokehold. I know there's people that would have been waiting to catch him outside of the job. But me, I like to keep it professional. I like to leave the beef where it is, or try not to have beef at all. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't like that. Some people take your kindness for weakness, and they don't understand who they playing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no sucker. This can go so many different ways, but I choose to be professional with you, and I stand on that because I done came so far from who I used to be that I don't even want to use this little ass situation to take me back to who I was. And that means I've changed. That means that's growth. And some people could say they grown and they professional, but they're not. Put them in a situation to prove it, and you'll see exactly who they are as soon as things ain't going their way. That's crazy. But anyways, y'all, I ain't want to get y'all down. I just wanted to let y'all know what I've been up to. I'm sorry I haven't been vlogging since last month. It's been a lot. I've been working. I've been trying to get things around my house, you know, all on one accord. So I'm gonna be vlogging a lot more often. But baby went to go sign the kids up. She wanted her mom to sign the kids up for school, so we're happy about that. I'm gonna be getting ready for, you know, getting school clothes and stuff together and cleaning up the house while baby's gone. But
I'm having a marvelous day. Hop in the Rari, go major. I don't play games 2K. I can have one